Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, traders. Welcome to Downs Myers Trading Group. We're going to just take a look at a few charts. The market is actually bleeding today. It is on its period and experiencing ultra menstrual pains. So, what we're looking at here is a studio trader. That's me. This is the market list that I put together, and we're just going to run through a few charts. So, /YM, these are the E-minis, which actually reflects market futures and what the market is actually sitting at today. So, this is the Dow, down 588 points, and the S&P down 86. I think what we want to pay attention to is over here is the quick chart for the day. This is the daily for the day. And this one is a 6-month chart daily. So it looks like we're doing a step down. If we even look at what a 1-year chart might look like. So it looks like, yeah, it's rising up, but it's got this little step down thing going. Let's go back and do a 1-year here for the Dow. The Dow 30 is down a lot. Let's look at NASDAQ. We're going to look at NASDAQ down a lot. All of these charts are looking the same. They're pretty much doing the same thing. They're following each other in their up and down moves. If you look at what's going on here, let's go back real quick. It's doing the same thing here. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Is that where we were? Here we go. Same thing here. And SPX is the direct chart. But if we look at, the last months leading into the new year, same thing here. And then let's go to the Russell 2000. Same thing here. We're getting the same vibe on both charts. The Russell's down 60. Then if we go to the ETFs of these companies, the SPY, the QQQs, and the IWMs, these are the exchange traded funds. So basically, if you know what that is, the SPY reflects the S&P 500 as an ETF. And let's take a look at that chart. Same thing here. That's down almost 9 points. Let's look at IWM, which reflects the Russell. Actually, let's look at the NASDAQ first, which is the ETF for the NASDAQ. And then we have, of course, the Russell. Now, the big news today is that Microsoft is buying Activision. So I went to my watch list and I made a new watch list, and it is Tech Metaverse. I don't have much in there, but of course I have, I put that in wrong. Tesla. Tesla's down 14, almost 15 points. But it's got that little W thing going. I don't know if it can go down anymore. Um, I threw AMD in there because it's tech to me. It's part of the metaverse. It offers the chips for all these techs. And if you're interested in AMD, this is actually a good time to buy AMD. Although they're down 4 points today, I'm going to add in my tech metaverse TSM, which is Taiwan Semiconductors. And let's go to the metaverse itself, Facebook. Facebook is down 12 points today. Microsoft is actually down, even though they're buying Activision, or that's the rumor that they're buying Activision. They're down 6, almost 7 points today. So the market is bleeding. If you had any TSM in your portfolio, hopefully you got a nice little break, because it was up earlier last week, I believe. Yeah, hopefully you got to take some money off the top, because they really went down a lot. Let's see what other charts we can look at. Well, let's take a look at the sectors. That would be banking, which is really getting hit hard. I don't have any setups for banking, but Goldman Sachs did report today, and they're down. Look at that gap down in Goldman Sachs. They're down $31. So if you're doing any banking stocks, be careful. I believe Bank of America has already reported. You can find that over here. If you're in the Tastyworks program, this is before the bell, and if you see the other symbol, the less than symbol, it would be after the bell. So Goldman Sachs reported, Goldman Sachs reported before the bell today. Bank of America, it reports tomorrow before the bell. So be careful in placing your trades. Morgan Stanley, MS, reports before the bell tomorrow as well. So if you want to play the downside on these banks, that's pretty much what the play is. U.S. Bank Core, I can't remember the symbol on that. Oops. U.S. Bank Core. Let's see. Let's put a B in there. There we go. USB. They were up considerably, but they're actually down a little bit. They also report before the bell. Now this one stock, even though they're up a lot, banks are being hit. However, U.S. Bancorp got a nice rating out there by one of the analysts that it was probably the best performing. Let's look at Barclays. There it is. And, oops, that's not right. BARKL. Barclays Bank. That's the exchange. Okay. I don't see it yet. Maybe. Here it is, common stock. It is BCS. And this doesn't report until earnings aren't until February. So if we look over here in the XLF, which is the financials, we're looking at, uh, you know, a down move in that. It is definitely touching the 20-day moving average. And if you actually look at the relative strength, I'm not really, a TA, technical analyst, but it is in the downturn, including showing its moving average convergence divergence. Um, XLK is technology. ETF, that is also down below its 20-day moving average. And this is what it's been doing today. XLE, energy. Energy's kind of doing okay. It's holding steady. And I believe that has something to do with the price of gas. And let's look at, can I look at WTI? Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. To West Texas. I guess it doesn't. See if we can do something here. Not sure what the symbol is for WTI. But let's look at the United States oil, USO, which is an ETF. And it is skyrocketing. Look at where this was a year ago to where it is today. Its low a year ago was $34. It has no earnings coming up. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of take you through a few charts, show you how the market is actually bleeding today. I'm going to clean up some of these lists, and we'll come back and maybe look at some of the charts that the cyclical plays that folks have been getting into, as far as travel, the airlines, and we'll look at what some of the other earnings plays are. So let's just see. Actually, let's look at it over here real quick. We're going to go here for earnings. And these are the earnings taking place today. So we've got, let's push this over. Oops. There we go. So we got Bank of New York, happened before the bell. And let's click on that. That's down, $1.50. We got Goldman Sachs. We know Goldman Sachs is down 30. And before the bell, we have Signature Bank. And they're down 17 points. We've got Truist, which is this new bank I just happened to fall into because I was banking with BB&T, and they did a merger, BB&T and SunTrust, and they became Truist. For anybody who out there who has these banks already knows that that's the deal. But they were up a little bit, and PNC happened before the bell today. They're down. Schwab, I hear, is down 5 points. And this is Interactive Brokerage, which reports after the bell, and they're already down. I want to look at their chart. Interactive Brokerage. They're kind of rangy. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. And let's see. PNFP, Pinnacle. They're down a bit. And the last bank we have, actually, this is a transport company reporting after the bell today. Wow, transports. Supply and demand. I wonder what JB Hunt. They're only down a little bit. Let's look at their chart. See what's going on. Interesting. They've actually been ranging after a nice gap up. And then, last but not least today, is Citrix. Now they're up quite a bit today. There was some news on Citrix, and